Okay, today we're going to do Unit 2, Notes number 12, which is multiplying polynomials. So we're going to review our classifying by degree and number of terms, and then we're going to get into multiplying. So, degree, we look at our exponent. And then polynomial, we look at our number of terms. So our biggest exponent on this is 2, so this is a quadratic. And we have 1, 2 terms, so this is a binomial. Next one, our biggest exponent is 4, so this is quartic. And we have 1, 2, 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. Next one, our biggest exponent is 5, so this is called quintic. We have 1 term, so this is a monomial. Oops. Okay. Next one, there is no exponent, so this is called constant. So if we just have a number, it's constant. We have 1 term, so it is a monomial. This one, our biggest exponent is 3, so this is cubic. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so this is a polynomial. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Now let's get into multiplying polynomials. So this is kind of a review because we've already done this, but we're going to get a little bit more in depth. So whenever you're multiplying polynomials, your coefficients, you multiply. And your exponents, you add. So this is opposite with our division. With division, we divided our coefficients and subtracted our exponents. So this is kind of the opposite. So our first one, we're going to distribute. So we're going to multiply 2 times 3 to get 6. And add 2 and 3 to get 5. And then we do 2 times negative 4 to get negative 8. And we add 2 and 2 to get 4. Next one, we're going to do the same thing. So multiply your coefficients. So 2 times 4 is 8. And add our exponents. So don't forget on this x, there is a 1. So let's write it. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we're going to do 2 times 7, which is 14. And again, there's a 1 on this x, so we're going to add our exponents. 1 plus 1 is 2. And that is my answer. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how sometimes we won't have just 1 term on the outside. We may have 2. So how we do that. So we're going to use what we call is the box method for multiplying our polynomials. So in each one of these, I have 2 terms. So that means I'm going to create a 2 by 2 box. So I'm going to create my box and create 4 boxes. So I'm going to write 2x minus 3 on the top and x minus 4 on the side. Now, it doesn't matter if you have 2x minus 3 on the side and x minus 4 on the top. You can flip those. So then we multiply what's on the edge. So for this one, we're going to multiply 2x and x. So we're going to get 2x squared. For this one, we're going to multiply 3 and x, which is going to give us negative 3x. For this one, we're going to multiply 2x and negative 4 to give us negative 8x. And then the last one, we're going to do negative 3 and negative 4 to get a positive 12. Then we bring what is over from our box and write it in a simplified expression. So you always start with the top left term. So I get 2x squared. And then our diagonals we can normally combine because they're like terms. They both have x's. So negative 8, negative 3 is going to give me a negative 11 because we just add them. And then your 12 is going to tacked up on the end. And that is my answer. So we're going to keep practicing this with our box method. Okay, let's go on to the back page. So I think we have 5 examples back here. Okay, the first one, I have 2 and 2. So I'm going to create a 2 by 2 box. I'm going to do x minus 7 on the top and x plus 9 on the side. So x times x, you add your exponents, so you'll get x to the second. Negative 7 times x is just going to give us a negative 7x. X times 9 is going to give us 9x. And then negative 7 times 9 is going to give me a negative 63. And then combine your like terms. You're going to have x squared. Combine your diagonals. 9 minus 7 is going to give us 2. And then minus 63. So classification, our biggest exponent is 2. So we're going to call this quadratic. And we have 1, 2, 3 terms. So this is a trinomial. Okay, the next problem, we have a 2 by 2 again, so we're going to create a 2 by 2 box. Right, 3x and a 9 on the top since it's positive 9, and 2x and a negative 1 on the side. So we're going to do 2x times 3x, so multiply your coefficients, you get 6. Add your exponents, you get x to the second. 9 times 2x is going to give me 18x. 3x times negative 1 is going to give me negative 3x. And 9 times negative 1 is going to give me negative 9. Then combine your like terms. 6x squared, nothing to combine, so write it first. Negative 3 and a positive 18 is going to give me a positive 15x. And then negative 9 goes on the end. Degree, our biggest exponent is 2, so quadratic. Woo. Then we have 1, 2, 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. So most of these will have the same degree and the same number of terms most of the time. Okay, next one. I have 3x plus 4 to the second. Anytime you have this little 2 right here, that means you write your parentheses twice. So now I have 2 sets of parentheses that I'm going to put in my box. So I have a 2 by 2. (3x) and a positive 4, 3x and a positive 4. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 4 times 3x is 12x. 3x times 4 is 12x again. And then 4 times 4 is 16. So then you're going to write 9x squared. You can combine 12 and 12 to get 24. And then 16 gets tacked on the end. I have 1, 2, 3 terms, and my biggest exponent is 2. So this is quadratic and a trinomial. Okay, next one. So this one's a little bit different. I have a 2 by 3. So that means I need to create a 2 by 3 box. This one's a little bit bigger. So 2 rows and then 3 columns. So I'm going to put x and 3 on the side, and then I'm going to put x squared, 2x, and a negative 7 at the top. So x times x squared is going to give me x cubed because you add your exponents. X times 2x is going to give me 2x squared. Negative 7 times x is going to give me negative 7x. X squared times 3 is 3x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x, and negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. So you just add your exponents and multiply the coefficients on the front. So then x3, there's nothing to combine, and then, ooh, that's about 3. And then combine your diagonals. So 2x squared and 3x squared is 5x squared. 6x and negative 7x is negative x, and then negative 21 gets tacked on the end. So we're still the top left and the top right and the bottom right. Those just go on the ends, and then the middle diagonals you can combine. Biggest exponent is 3 cubic, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So this is a polynomial. Okay, last example. We have x minus 5 squared. So remember, this 2 means I write it twice. Put it in your box. X negative 5, x negative 5. So I have x times x is x squared. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. X times negative 5 is also negative 5x. And then negative 5 times negative 5 is a positive 25. x squared, negative 5 and negative 5 is negative 10x, and then a positive 25. So quadratic, 1, 2, 3 terms, so a trinomial. Okay, I'm sorry I kind of went kind of fast at the end. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We are going to get a little bit more in depth with this tomorrow. So make sure, biggest thing with multiplying, multiply your coefficients, so the number in front of your variable, and add your exponents. And don't forget that one. Let me know if you guys have any questions or need me to go over any examples with you.